So one of those clients is the KWF, or the Dutch Cancer Society, and we helped them in one of their donation campaigns. And so our challenge was to make the donation process as frictionless as possible and to motivate the donators in such a way that they would feel comfortable with themselves and that they would feel really intrinsically motivated to donate money to the people in need. And so let's tackle those two aspects, because making something frictionless, as I said before, is easier than making something more motivating, but it is still an essential part. So that is why we used many of the tactics of the nudging theory. For example, using contrast, visual cues, leveraging cognitive biases, inducing movement, novelty, and all these tendencies and heuristics of the brain are things that are quite easily tweaked in a donation form or in a campaign like that, but you have to know exactly where to look and where to implement and apply them. So we help them with that. And then moving on to the more interesting part, this is, of course, a donation for a good cause, which is also why we really love to work on this case. And in order to truly motivate people to partake in this good cause and to donate money, you need a good story. And you need to make sense and to connect with people on an emotional level as well, and not just make things very easy. So we worked a lot on the storytelling, on the copywriting, and on the phrasing of how the form fields were designed, how the copy of the campaign was made up, in order to truly connect and talk to the prospects, which were the donators, on a personal level. So we used things like first person wording. We used storytelling, in which some people that were suffering from a disease like cancer were telling their story, and we used visual imagery, in which it just all becomes very salient that there are people that need your help, and that it becomes an extreme intrinsic motivator that makes you truly want to donate money. And there is another thing, if you go a little bit deeper here into the cognitive layer, where there is this process of empathy, of course, in which the donators or the target audience, they truly feel the pain of people that are in need, that are suffering from serious disease. But then there's this switch that you have to make when you're designing a campaign like that to compassion, because empathy usually doesn't lead to action, and without inducing compassion, you cannot truly motivate people. And you do that by incentivizing them to truly making it explicit how they can help. So to show where their $5 or $10 or euros is going to, and how people can truly benefit from even the smallest of donations. So you truly make these things more salient. It is a work of contrast, and a work of emotional salience, and a work of motivation and intrinsic motivation. And if you combine that with reducing friction as much as possible, so making these form fields just very easy, not asking for too much information, you create an environment in which it's very easy for clients for customers and target audience to donate to the KWF, to the Dutch Cancer Society, not only because it's easy, but also because they truly want to do it. And that is kind of the case that we were tackling, to kind of come at it from both fronts, not just making it easy, but making it truly motivating and making it have purpose and meaning.